another
This is
genuine
wild.
question, and it's just a genuine question, I promise. Why is it that on this app men get so much grace? It ain't even just on this app. In life, period. Why do men get so much grace and women are just
What are you
chopped
talking about?
fucking stewy? Like, fuck you and your family, bitch, and everything that you going through. You're a woman. Don't nobody want you. Don't nobody need you. You need to go down there to the welfare office. Because, like, let's really evaluate and talk about it. Chris and E. Kane get in a DV situation, and it's, oh, she need to leave, she need to leave, she need to leave, which I 100% agree with, but it's not Chris need to stop putting his hands on her. It's not Chris ain't had no business being with E. Kane in the first place because of their age gap. And we was just picking the bear last week. Let's really talk about it. Come on now. Rick Ross doesn't show up to his son's prom or graduation, doesn't show up for his son in neither of these situations. Oh, he don't want to deal with that drama with T.O. He don't want to deal with it, but the nigga was just in a rap battle with BBL Drizzy. You for the drama with these niggas that don't mean nothing to you, that don't give a flying fuck about you, but you can't go through the drama and emotions to show it for your junior, your son that's named after you, and you the biggest boss that we've seen thus far. I don't fucking think so. I beg to fucking differ, and I love Rick Ross. I fuck with him. His
Only
music,
using
the
celebrities
long
as
way.
examples.
Yeah, I look at him funny. I will always and forever look at him funny. Bosses are bosses all the way around. Money don't determine how big of a boss you are. How you show up for the ones who love you, the ones who care about you, how you take care of your family. That's a fucking boss to me. And there's no reason for you not to show up for your fucking child. I don't give a fuck what Tia be doing. Fuck that bitch. Show up for your child. Mothers who have children, they're raising their children alone because a father left. Oh, you were raised by a single mother.
That's not always the case. What are you talking about?
With an absent father. Why is it single mother, and not absent father? And don't get me wrong, I know a lot of bitches that have had kids by men who they don't know, who they were never in relationships with, who they never had a thing with. But guess what? At the end of the day, the only thing that you can control in this situation is putting on a condom, and you made an executive decision not to do so.
She controls if he even has sex or not. What are you talking about?
Who's really what? My son came to me when he came to me and told me that he was having a baby, and he cried. My baby cried so badly that I thought my baby had a STD that he couldn't get rid of. Like, I was scared. And he told me, like, she pregnant. I'm like, okay. It's just a baby.
It's just a
Calm
baby.
down.
That is
You
wild.
want to go in there raw. That's the only thing that you can control in this situation is putting on a condom. So if she decided to keep her baby, you better learn how to be a raw ass daddy. That's a decision that you made. You didn't choose better. If she decided to have that baby, she decided to have that baby. We just about to have a baby.
I'm not gonna front. This has to be literally one of the wildest takes on men getting more grace than women that I've ever heard. Because I've been on this earth 32 years. I have never in my life seen men get more grace in any situation. Like, what is she talking about? Now, she uses celebrities, of course, as an example. Because let's be real, a lot of ladies love that celebrity news nonsense. And she uses those examples and then claims that I guess most men must get more grace since those guys did. It's like, okay, most men are not Rick Ross. They're not Chris Brown. Those guys are clearly exceptions to the rule. Yeah, we remember the whole situation with him and Rihanna back in the 2000s. It was women that were, still rocking with him, still supporting him after that fact. You might want to go talk to those ladies about that. Those ladies still wanted to take photos with him and all that stuff. It wasn't guys, as far as I can remember. And then she uses Rick Ross, not apparently not showing up to his son's graduation or something. Like, I don't know anything about any of these stories because I don't follow celebrities like that or give a damn what they're doing in their personal lives, what they're doing with the children. I just do not care because I have my own set of problems going on in my own life. What I do know is how can she come to this conclusion that men get more grace than women? Apparently, this woman does not live on the same planet as me or any other man that knows that is a false statement. Because another thing I know is this: men, we get held accountable since the day we come out the womb. We get held accountable for things we do and don't do sometimes. It's the wildest thing. We are not capable of escaping accountability 99 times out of 100. As men, when we fuck up, we get held accountable. When we're doing things we're not supposed to do, we're ridiculed and held accountable for that all the time. We don't get the grace women get. We don't get slaps on the wrist when we get in trouble with the law, because men always serve more time for the same crime. Like, I don't know. I just don't know, y'all. This is one of the wildest takes I've ever heard in my entire life. That is just so far from the truth. Yet, she is so comfortable coming to this conclusion and putting it out there on the internet. But hey, she put it out there, and it gives me something to talk about, something to react to.